So so I get a sort of funny skit about you talking to a friend that always interrupting you before you get to the punchline. They always stopping you from moving on in the conversation to try to make sense of what you just said. Like they don't focus really. So you are walking, right? You tell them that you were walking. You say, well, it was a day where a lot of wind blow, and I was walking on a road, and suddenly the wind was strong, and then the friend interrupt you and say, um the wind was strong. How strong it was it like a normal strong, or a, just suddenly? And then you say, well, it was a sudden one. It was very strong. And then you starting to continue, and then you say, so the wind was like coming to me, and then your friend interrupt you and say, coming to you. The wind was coming to you. What do you mean when the wind is coming to you? You start saying, well, I mean, like the wind coming to me, like, like the wind, like, like it like push me back, like the wind, like it's strong, that it, push me like a little bit. That's what I mean. And the friend say, oh, okay, okay, okay. And then you move on and say, well, so the wind comes suddenly, and then the and then it end up blowing like a bunch of leaves off of this tree. And then before you go, right before you go, the friend interrupt you again and say, wait, um the part where you say blow, what do you mean blow? Like what do you mean blow? Like blow, what do you mean blow? And then you say, I mean that it the wind, the wind take off all the leaf of the tree, and all of the leaves is moving with the wind, and then all of the leaves falling on me. And then the conversation go again, and then the friend say, oh, okay, continue. And then you explain, and then you say, well, so like a lot of leaves was was falling on the ground. It was falling, was, a lot of leaves, like it was like almost all of the leaves was off of the tree. And then your friend, is trying to make sense of what you just say. Your friend is whispering like, what the hell, what do you mean, what do you mean that all of the leaf is off the tree, like what do you mean? And then you say, what is wrong? And then your friends say, what do you mean the leaves is off of the tree, is off of the tree? And then you say, well, it was like it come off of the tree, it came off. I mean, the breeze the breeze itself, the wind, blew it away. That's what I mean. And the friend's still stuck in thinking, and then you move on anyway. You don't care about that. So trying to explain and get to the punchline. So you are stuttering, you being like this. You say, after, and then before you're gonna go to the punchline, the friend interrupt you and say, wait, I'm trying to make sense of what you just said. Like what did what, I try to make sense of it. You say it come off of the tree, like, it come off by itself. And you say, no, it did not come off by itself, it just whatever. And then you move on and say, well, after, right? After, when the leaves fall off the tree and blow off the tree, guess what else happened? The whole tree come off of the ground, and it blew with the wind. This wind so strong, and then by the time you get to by time you move on to the conversation, the friend interrupt you and say, wait, you see that the tree come off of the ground, and it blew with the wind. What do you mean by that? So you say, that so you tell them that the whole tree come off and it blew with the wind, and they interrupt you, and they trying to make sense of what you just said again. They always interrupting you. And then you tell them, and then you move on anyway. You don't just ignore them. So you say, and then I run because the tree was following me, bro. Like, it's like the tree have eyes. It's like the tree following me, and then I run speed. And it's like when you say that, the friend stop you and say, wait, the tree run behind you. And then you say, no, I mean, not literally one behind me, but it, like, it's chasing behind me. The tree is chasing you, like the wind, like, push it to you. And then you say, yes, the wind pushing the tree to me. And then you say, oh, okay. The friend say, oh, well, okay. And then you say, I run, and guess what happened? And by the time you stuttering, the friend interrupt you and say, wait, so when the tree chase behind you, does all of the leaf come off? And then you say, no, the leaf didn't come off, no. And then you get on to say, and then the tree end up going up in the air, and the tree gone up and lost in the clouds, and then it gone up, and I never see it again. And then your friend interrupt you again, asking you something else, and then you walk away and say, whatever, I quit this conversation.